Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for checking out this video. Really do appreciate it. Hope you're having a fantastic day. As always, shout out to the 19 as we move closer to Thanksgiving weekend. Be nice. Be nice to your relatives that voted differently than you. Careful in the Northeast. Pay attention to that weather. It's looking like it's going to be nasty on Thanksgiving. So, uh, the WNBA. They're doing stuff apparently, and I guess they've decided to do a list of handles, right? Dribbles, whatever you want to call it. Yeah. So I guess they started counting down from the top five, and Asia Wilson, who has a very boring game, she's very good. Don't get me wrong, but there are good players who have boring games. Um, but no. She's going to come in at number five, folks, with this nasty piece of great skill. Uh, yeah, so in case you were wondering, the WNBA social media account is actually run by Asia Wilson. Uh, that's not true. Okay. Well, actually, I don't know if it's true. That might be true. It seems like everything has to be run through Asia Wilson. So oh, we're gonna take a look at this. This is, by the way, this is the bet. This is number five, folks, of the entire WNBA right here. Okay, so we're gonna get this. I mean, that is one of the most basic crossover dribbles I have ever seen in the sport of basketball. Also, watch this. Okay, right there. Do you see that? That is some of the worst defense in the sport of basketball ever. You're squared up on a player, and literally your first step is to cross over your left foot beyond your right when you've been taught from the first second you started playing the sport as a young child that you slide your feet, you don't cross them. So, hey, I'm going to defend Asia Wilson for a second. She didn't actually have to do anything that was that good because the defense is horrifically bad. All right, we're going to keep going though. And by the way, and that's some really like ugly like fourth grade dribbling, looking down at the basketball as she's doing it, or her head should be up. Yeah. So that is apparently, and I'm thinking it only can be because of Asia Wilson. That is the number five, folks. So we're getting the countdown. The thing is, Caitlin Clark had probably has 25 that are better than that. And then you've got the rest of the league. So they're going to have to fit, I don't know, 50, 60 better handles in the top four, which is weird. And I guess some people agreed with me. Sorry, y'all, but if this is the number five lethal crossover, can everyone now understand why no one watched until CC? Hey, look, in only a couple hours, my little tiny Twitter account, I don't even have 500 followers on Twitter. I'm new in 2024. Has over 1,000 views and 60 likes. How about that? Good for me. I'm lucky to get 20 views on a comment. But Ben Daniel, shout out the Ben Daniel podcast. What the F is this? The fact this is on any best of list is wildly egregious, 100%. And I responded, clearly they are grading on the entitlement curve. I didn't even mention the horrifically bad defense with the player crossing her legs on her first step instead of sliding properly, which of course I did in this video talking to you. Uh, I mean, I'm a very casual basketball fan. It was only watched last couple of years. It looked like a simple fake out with atrocious defending. I was taught better footwork when I played high school soccer. These are the best 144 WBB players in the world, 100%. And then I thought I had, oh, maybe I got rid of it. I thought I had another good comment on here. Maybe it was in this. Let me check. I didn't look at this. Yes, it's really that bad. Uh, man, okay. I thought I had another comment that I wanted to read, but anyway, we'll leave it there. But these are random. I just want to grab a couple of random things for you. So because that was the number 5 in the entire league this past season. This is that girl who can only shoot threes and can't create her own shot at all. So, just something to keep in mind there. And these are just a few. I just think real quick. I just went like searching for Caitlin Clark highlights. Okay, so I'm not even like picking out her best stuff or this and that. This right? It's just boop, boop. Oh, no, let me go the other way. I'm just going to go all the way to the basket. And that is a tough angle shot, too, right there, by the way, folks. That is a tough angle shot. And we get one more because this is actually not going all the way to the basket. But there's a couple of things. One, you've got the handles. Two, you've got creating your own shot. By the way, I think she finished the season with the highest percentage of own shots created, in other words, unassisted buckets came from Caitlin Clark. But we're going to get this. Look where she's guarded, which they never do to anyone. Now we've got 2 players on her. And no, she's going to use her handles, use her dribbles to create her own shot, her own step back from distance. Absolutely fantastic. One other thing I want to point out. Yeah, this is the short one. Somebody commented to this about ranting on this Asia Wilson's number 5. By the way, that was not slow mo. The first view that I showed you of the Asia Wilson crossover, that was real speed, folks. But just real quick, see this? And I've gone through a lot of it, okay? And I can keep scrolling down, and you don't need to read this. Just what I'm showing you is there is nothing in here. Right? If we go through all this, we keep going, we keep going, we keep going, we keep going. And of course, I had already gone way down, so I had that. And look, and sorry, I don't mean to make you dizzy, but I just want to show you how much is on here that I've shown. It is a Clark out. It is a Clark no-go zone. The WNBA, which again lends credence to the fact that WNBA social media account is run by Asia Wilson, because if you were to follow the WNBA account on Twitter, and that's where you got all your off-season WNBA basketball news, you would think Caitlin Clark doesn't exist. You would think Caitlin Clark was not playing in the WNBA because Caitlin Clark does not exist in the WNBA social media account on Twitter, right? Now, could you imagine if, I don't know, Angel Reese, Asia Wilson, Brianna Stewart, Dejanay Carrington, could you imagine Diana Taurasi? Could you imagine if those players were getting the attention that Caitlin Clark's been getting, like, say, when she stepped out and played the Annika Sorenstam Pro-Am in the LPGA, and then the following week when she did it for the PGA, and the attention she got and the love that she got and the fans that were there that followed her all over the place and mobbed her. Like I said, the Beatles. Caitlin Clark is all 4 of the Beatles. None of that. If that were those players I named, that would be all over this Twitter account. Absolutely nothing about Caitlin Clark. It's disgraceful. It's embarrassing. I'm embarrassed for you, WNBA. I just don't know if you have the IQ to be embarrassed yourself, but I'm going to leave it there. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Thanks again so much for checking out this video. I really do appreciate it. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will talk to you later.